Hey there riders, MotoJourno Chris here, and today I'm having a look at Kawasaki's 2019 Z400, and I'm also going to compare it to the Ninja 400. This is our Project Ninja 400 from 2018 that I bought for my wife, and I have to say, obviously, very impressed with the Ninja 400. Now, when it comes to the Z400, there are a lot of similarities. You're getting the same awesome power plant, nice and torquey in the low to mid range. It's just a really beautiful power plant. And it has so much performance on offer for a lambs machine that, to me, this is one of those bikes which very much you could take well into your full license. That's backed up by a great fork setup as well. On the Ninja, I find it's a much sportier setup. It feels like the Z400 is a bit softer, so it might be a bit designed by Kawasaki to be that more day-to-day rider, even though realistically they both are. But there is some small differences there with the Z400. The braking systems are the same, really good, powerful braking system that's really impressive. Ergonomics are very similar. They've both got that nice low seat height, which for a new rider, you can't go wrong. If you're too short, obviously you're gonna have issues on anything. However, this is a nice low seat height. It's very narrow across the tank as well, and it's very narrow between the legs. So it really couldn't be much easier to get your foot down to the ground. At 180 centimeters, particularly when I first started riding both of these machines, I was putting my foot down and kind of going, kind of unexpectedly finding it hitting the ground much sooner than expected. That's really good for new riders because one of the biggest problems you'll have is not getting your foot down quick enough, which is when you drop the bike. As far as the overall ergonomics, the Z400, it's got the flatter bars. As you'll see here on the Ninja 400, they're angled down, they're the clip-on style machines, but both are a very upright seating position, nice and comfortable. And the Z400 feels a little bit different in that it feels more like a naked bike. It feels a little bit more upright. It feels a little bit more nimble. I don't think that that's necessarily that it handles significantly differently, but it just does feel like a smaller machine and a more nimble machine and a little bit more compact, I guess, particularly between the knees. But that's a very small and subtle feature. I've spent a heap of time on the Ninja 400, so I'm picking out often some quite small differences here. One thing I did notice, obviously much less wind protection on the Z400, keeping in mind that screen is an accessory from Kawasaki, whereas on the Ninja you've got a nice faired design on the front which gives you a lot more wind protection. Also, the bar mounted mirrors are very prone to vibrations, and there's more vibrations through those bars than you'll find on the Ninja 400. Obviously this is also a much newer model with many fewer Ks on it, so it's probably still going through its running in process, but it does feel like there's some more vibrations that you'll find through the bars on the Z400. Nothing too intrusive, but something that you will notice. Other changes, obviously on this bike it's accessorized. It's got the seat cowl just like our Ninja 400. It's got some Kawasaki crash protection on it as well, and a radiator guard. All nice additions, but you do have to pay extra for those. It's got some very cool fairings as well, as you can see here. I think they've done an awesome job in styling this bike up and keeping everything nice and integrated. It's got a totally different dash. It's a very Street Fighter themed dash, and I have to say, I'm not that much of a fan. It's very busy, a lot going on. It's got like a backlit top tacho section, which to me is just a waste of space. I would have just liked a simple LCD dash, more like what we've got on the Ninja. I think that, simple is better on these bikes, but I can see why they did it. They're going for that Street Fighter appeal on this particular bike. And some people will say this is a bit Transformerish, but to me, I reckon it's just a cool, futuristic, naked bike. As far as that front headlight, obviously very different than what you're seeing on the Ninja with the kind of racy front end. On this, you're not getting the extreme Z800 or Z1000 styling, which is a turn-off for a lot of people, but other people love it. You don't have quite as polarizing a design. It's more of a simple headlight. Obviously, it's got the two lights on either side, all in a single integrated unit, and it's an LED headlight, and it offers really good nighttime light throw, which is the main thing. On a lot of the cheaper lambs bikes, particularly the old lambs bikes, the headlights are just terrible, and you suffer if you're riding at night, and you know, that is a safety issue as well. All the indicators are just standard indicators. There's no LEDs or anything like that. Obviously there's accessories you can buy aftermarket to do that. However, they're quite a nice aggressive looking indicator. They do stand out. I mean, in comparison, you've got an integrated indicator here, you've got these nice sporty indicators on the Z400, and I mean, overall, for a slightly cheaper motorcycle, you're getting basically all the best parts of the Ninja 400 in a naked bike. It's cool, it's fun, it's a great thing to ride. It's got that awesome engine in it, which really is a standout in the category. It's very raw, it's very torquey, beautiful thing to ride and to have fun on. And there's just so much potential on a machine like this that I think most people would be getting to the end of their 3 years on the learner and provisional licensing, and they'll still have plenty more to learn on a bike like this. Anyway, I hope this has been a bit of a help if you're comparing these two machines. Obviously, I'm quite a fan of the Ninja 400, and I think the Z400 very much follows in the same footsteps and is just a great all-round motorcycle. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Which of these two bikes would you pick, or is there something else in the lambs category that you're after? Thank you.